Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Brentford 0, Chelsea 0. Goalless draw. Goalless draw away at Brentford, which I guess by the end of the day, the Manchester derby also ended in a goalless draw at Old Trafford. So in a way, that helped to keep us in fourth place. Of course, Newcastle plays today against Leicester City. We just go ahead and just give them 3 points. If we give them 3 points, and assume that they don't absolutely destroy Leicester, but just winning that game, then they're going to be tied with us on points. We'll be ahead, barely ahead on goal difference. But of course, Newcastle still has a 1 game in hand. So even a draw out of that 1 game will be enough to tumble us back down to 5th place. So guys, how do I feel? Well, there's still a lot. I mean, I know a lot of Chelsea fans were unhappy with the goalless draw. Obviously, a big reason was because of the lineup that Maresca put out to start the game, and just like every fan, my mouth was wide open. I was like shocked. It's like, oh, what the heck, Christopher Nkunku. I mean, when has that ever worked as a striker? But I think after a while, I because I'm like, okay, this lineup looks crazy. He had both Jackson, Maresca had both Jackson and Palmer on the bench, right? Those are that's pretty much our entire attack. That's at least 80 to 90%, at least 80% of our attacking fire power. And not just that's our attack, but they also help to make the other 20% work, right? They make them more effective. So having seen that those 2 guys were out, I mean, I was like, okay, Maresca, I think you finally lost your mind. But I thought about it, and guys, this is just sometimes in life, events happen in a way where you don't really have a choice, right? He didn't. I know he would have loved to have started them, but the problem for us is not that we have European game on Thursday. That's not why he left them on the bench. The main issue is that these players just played literally 2 or 3 days earlier, and these are 2 players that have been out for various muscular injuries, of which we as Chelsea fans know that almost our entire squad has been out due to muscular injuries from at one point in time or another. Some players much longer. Fofana much longer. Lavia much longer. James than others, right? So it's crunch time. It's crunch time in terms of we have 7 games left. Any muscular injury means you're probably basically gone for the last critical 7 games. So it's all about how do we keep these players available, at least because we never know which game could end up being the crucial game, that one final game that we need. And on that day, you're gonna need your best players to at least be able to play. You can then roll the dice on that day, because that's the last proverbial chance to qualify for Champions League. The bad luck for us is the fact that again, had we played, let's say, had we had the Tottenham game been on a traditional schedule as opposed to in midweek. For instance, had the Tottenham game been on a Saturday, and then we play this game on Sunday, and then our European game will be on Thursday, then guess what? I can almost assure you that Maresca would not have benched those players, regardless of the fact that they're back from injury. Just that they've been away 2-3 days is nowhere near enough. He had no choice. The best that he could have done was, bring them in the second half. And I was just praying, okay, can we just hang on, go, let's draw, because we were horrible in the first half. We were horrible. I mean, in fairness to Brentford, they outplayed us. They outplayed us in the first half. We literally hung in there, and we just got to goalless draw at halftime. Then he brought in Jackson. Personally, I would have preferred Jackson and Palmer as a double sub coming in at halftime, given what's on the line, given the fact that we needed the 3 points, and with the possibility, which ended up happening, that City could drop points, which they ended up dropping points. So, but again, it is what it is. I mean, it's not the best outcome, but it's not the worst either. Our next game is midweek European game. I think we're at home against the Polish team. I don't know if we're away at home, but I think we're at home. Either we're away, guys. I'm sorry, I haven't even looked at the schedule, but we have the Conference League game, and then after that we have I believe Ipswich at home, which should be on Sunday, right? So our next three league games is Ipswich, then we have Fulham away, and I'm not sure whether it's Man U at home. I mean, we need to start stringing some back-to-back wins. And so the hope for us is this Conference League game that's coming up, that we win. Like, we need to win this first leg. let's just put it. We cannot say draw and then do it. And no, we need to, ideally, we have to win this game, and ideally put it out of reach. At least, I mean, for us, 2-0 first leg win is just about, it's not quite out of reach, but for us is I feel that should be enough. Minimum of a 2-goal win. Obviously, 3-goal win first leg is pretty much done and dusted. So we need to win this European Conference League game by a 2 to 3 goal margin at a minimum, so that we can concentrate on the more important task of finishing top 4 in the Premier League, because we need to finish top 4 and we need to be playing in the Champions League next season. How do you guys feel about yesterday's result that still keeps us in 4th place? Leave your comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Peace.